is absolutely garbage. Hey everyone, it's Mr. Flying Big HD here. Get in there, my son. We've just beaten Northampton Town 3-1 in the third round of the EFL Cup to progress through to the next round. A dominant victory from us. An easy win, as it should have been, against much weaker opposition. We should be winning that game 100 times out of 100 with the amount of talent we got out there on the pitch. Start of the game, I think it was mentioned, £183 million was United's starting 11 against Northampton's 2 punk pies, or whatever it is, the value of their side, I don't know. But fair play to them, they turned up. But Manchester United, we controlled every aspect of the game. I like how we were a lot more direct, getting a lot of balls into the box. Our midfielders feeding the balls down the wings to a lot of joy and getting good balls in and creating a lot of chances. If not for a bit more better finishing, it could have been 3 or 4 by half-time for Manchester United. Wayne Rooney's missed an absolute sitter. Let me just start off this video by saying how gash-tastic Wayne Rooney is all of a sudden. I say all of a sudden, it's pretty much been a downward spiral for the last couple of years, hasn't it? I mean, he was quite poor today. He's given the ball away numerous occasions. His touch was off, his passing was off, making silly little errors, and he couldn't put the ball in the back of the net to save his life. Really disappointing performance from our captain. This is the game that you'd expect him to come in and dominate. You know, he's been given that opportunity to lead the line at the start of the game there. And what's he done? Well, he hasn't repaid that faith in him shown by Jose Mourinho. He's been wayward with his attempts. He's been wayward with his play. And it's another game where Wayne Rooney underperforms and puts in a shit performance and just shows everyone another reason why he should not be starting for Manchester United in the next game. If he starts for Leicester City, something's seriously wrong. Especially when you've got players coming in there who have performed. Marcus Rashford's coming on the second half and just been an absolute revelation. Got himself a wonderful assist for Ander Herrera's goal, which was absolutely top draw, Paul Scholes-esque, and got himself a goal at the end, which was just a fantastic bit of perseverance and endeavour by the lad when everybody else has given up on it. He's got the vision, he's got the determination to make that goal happen. The goalkeeper's completely screwed it up, of course, but Rashford's banged it in. He's run it in, actually. Really great performance from him. But sorry, Wayne, in my opinion, you shouldn't be starting the next couple of games. No way. If it's up to me, based on that performance out there with Herrera and Michael Carrick performing really well in the centre of the park, you've got to start them as the 2 midfielders with Pogba in front of him for the next game against Leicester. I know this is only Northampton Town. You can't really base it on that. When we're going to boss and dominate the game so much with possession anyway, you're always going to have a lot of joy with your midfielders. There was so much space out there for our midfield that they were allowed just to pick their heads up and play those 30, 40-yard raking balls down the wings. They had so much joy. But let's talk about Michael Carrick for a second. Michael Carrick, he's come in for a fair bit of criticism. I've always rated Michael Carrick in my videos. You always see me praising Carrick, saying he's a solid performer, always gets you a 7 out of 10. Well, today he got an 8 out of 10, maybe even a 9 out of 10. Really solid, comfortable performance from him. He's so experienced. He's got such a cool head. He always makes the right pass, always makes the right decision. In terms of errors, he doesn't make any errors. Look at how many errors Wayne Rooney makes. Compare that to Michael Carrick. Michael Carrick compared to Wayne Rooney is a freaking pristine player. And that was on display today in the game. He just bossed it and controlled the midfield. He got himself the goal as well, which was a lovely ball. It was actually from a shitty Wayne Rooney free kick, which rebounded off the wall. Back to Michael Carrick, who's put a lovely curling effort into the top left-hand corner past the Northampton goalie to give us the initial 1-0 lead. Great goals from Manchester United. Herrera's got the second one. It was Paul Scholes-esque. Marcus Rashford set it up. Lovely little layoff pass to Herrera, who's waiting for it on the edge of the area, who spanks it with his right foot, and it's just absolutely rifled the back of the net there. Bottom left-hand corner of the goal. It was Paul Scholes-esque, as I mentioned, and he had a very similar opportunity to that earlier, which struck the woodwork with his left foot, showing great versatility. His passing was great. His driving runs were great. His trickery and his dribbling were fantastic. Okay, we're playing Northampton, but Ander Herrera was a fucking dom. As was Michael Carrick, and as was Marcus Rashford. Those 3 players to me today shone. Which of those gets the man of the match? Well, you can take your pick really. Sky gave it to Michael Carrick. I'd be inclined to agree with them just for how cool and calm he was and how much of an impact he had on setting United off on really good spells of play. Manchester United could have perhaps won the game by a lot more of a margin. You know, a lot of opportunities missed. Wayne Rooney missed a couple of sitters. Ander Herrera's hit the post. Timothy Fosu-Mensah hit the bar in the first half with a really rifling bullet header. So it could have been even a better scoreline for us today. Memphis Depay had a positive game. He was subbed off about the 52nd minute for Zlatan Ibrahimovic and when Marcus Rashford came on as well. So for him to come in and put in a good performance, that just breeds confidence. Okay, you know, he's probably not going to play himself into the side with a mediocre, okay performance against Northampton, but it's nice to see there's still maybe a bit of life left for Memphis at Old Trafford. But that pretty much rounds it up. You know, we're through to the next round. It was always a game we should be winning. We've done that convincingly. We dominated them. Good performances in there. As I say, Carrick, Schneidlin's had a really good game as well. I thought his Ranger pass on display today was fantastic. 30, 40 yard. Paul Scholes' balls all over the shot from Morgan. So he put in a good display. The back line didn't have really anything to do at all. Daley Blind had a very solid game, but he gave away the penalty to Northampton, which they converted just before half-time to make things interesting. But without that error, it would have been a complete domination from United. There we have it. This doesn't really change anything, but it does stop that losing streak that we were on. We were 3 games on the trot that we'd lost before this game, but now we've put an end to that. Okay, it's in the EFL Cup. We've got a tricky game at the weekend against Leicester City. That's where it's going to count. That's where we need to get the victory. If we're going to have any chance of challenging for the Premier League trophy this season, then we've got to win this game at the weekend. And if you're Jose Mourinho, are you starting Wayne Rooney in that poxy game of football? I don't think so. Get commented below. Should Rooney be anywhere near United starting 11 at the moment? I think the majority of fans, including myself, don't think that should be the case. But he seems to be Jose Mourinho's golden child. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. Let me know what you thought about the performance. If you tuned in for the live stream, thanks very much for doing that also. Make sure you chuck a like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. I may be changing the name of this channel to something more United related. So comment below with your ideas and opinions of what I should change the channel name to. Somebody in the live stream mentioned Red Devil Fan TV. I quite like that one myself. It's not really taken. So get commenting. Maybe I'll use your suggestion for the name of the channel. Thank you guys for watching. This is The Pig. Have yourself a good one. Come on, United. And watch out the Foxes.